Power reading. At your first subject matter expert team meeting, you will be provided a book to read if your organization has opted to create a corporate book library. You will be reading this book over the course of the next 4 weeks. Being tasked with this weekly action can bring up a whole host of thoughts and feelings. Overwhelmedness. I don't need one more thing to do. Frustration. I absolutely do not have time for this. And even anger. Who do they think I am? Superwoman? Superman? Do not be distressed. These thoughts and feelings are completely normal, especially for busy people like you. Now stop. Take a moment and reflect on your thoughts and feelings. Now say the following out loud. I will not allow myself negative feelings and thoughts. Instead, I will replace these thoughts with positive thoughts. I am honored and humbled to have been chosen to become a member of the Corporate Harmony Subject Matter Expert team. I am excited to learn new things, and I'm eager to read this book over the next 4 weeks. Do this exercise every week before your reading. In addition, it may also be helpful to first do the mini-med for opening your mind, which you will be introduced to later in this program. You see, calming the subconscious mind chatter with a 3 or 4 minute mindfulness exercise or meditation is well worth the time and effort, and science has proven that the deliberate and explicit act of directing your thoughts is extremely powerful. Next, identify 1 full hour to dedicate to this reading, any day of the work week that you choose. Break it into 2 30-minute sessions if need be. If you cannot find an extra hour in which to do this, ask either a subject matter expert team colleague or your Positive Presence Executive Champion to help you. As a subject matter expert, you are given 1 hour every week for this task. It is your responsibility to prioritize wisely and efficiently. Despite any remaining objectives, the exercise of reading nonfiction is powerful. It is power food for opening your mind to new perspectives. It also triggers the neuroplasticity of your brain to create new habits for rewiring. And it serves you for many other reasons, such as it helps you become an efficient reader. It gives you practice with priority management, scheduling, and using time efficiently. It gives you practice at erasing habits of procrastination and the like. It gives you practice of opening your mind to new insights and ideas from different writers or sources. It gives you a resource to return to for a more in-depth study should the want or need arise. It provides you with valuable resources with which to help others. You learn to discipline both yourself and others when you have an important task to complete. And finally, it may give opportunity for you to practice asking for help. Every subject matter expert has a different book, but everyone will be reading every book, so please be respectful of those to follow insofar as marking in the book. Step 1. Calculate the number of pages in your book and divide by 4. This is how many pages you must cover each week. Put a sticky note in the book at the beginning of each quarter. Mark them Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Step 2. Take a look at the table of contents and observe the topics you will be covering in Q1. Have a paper and pencil ready for notes. Step 3. Read the first 2 paragraphs of each chapter in Q1. Make notes of page numbers of anything that interests you. If there's nothing, don't make a note. If there's a lot, that's great too, but pace yourself for time. Step 4. Read only the headings in each chapter. Make notes of the page number of anything that interests you. Step 5. Read the last 2 paragraphs of the chapter. Make notes of page numbers of anything that interests you. Step 6. Repeat steps 3 to 5 for the remainder of Q1 of the book. Step 7. Use any notes you made for your book report or your debrief at your weekly subject matter expert team meeting. Step 8. Repeat steps 2 to 7 for each quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4 of the book. And finally, step 9, repeat the entire process for each book. At this point, you may be wondering why you would read and debrief on a book that a team member has already read and reported on. At first glance, it may seem to be duplicate work, but it is not. Over the course of this program, it will become very evident that no two people will report the same. You will find that every one of your subject matter expert colleagues will point to, highlight, and/or be interested in different aspects of any given book. And if that is not the case, you should be asking why, and then as a team, maybe use your critical thinking skills to determine the possible causes. And finally, in the same manner that you power read a book, you can also use your power reading skills for reviewing a website from either the Favorites Library or the Coaching Library sections of Corporate Harmony's resources web pages. There is, however, one additional caveat, a great big caution, if you will. At an individual level, when browsing your websites, never, ever, ever purchase anything. In 90% of cases, everything you will ever need from a website can be acquired through a free offering. And now, enjoy your new skill of power reading. And now, move on to content item 19 of the credentialing program.